Hello, it is Wednesday, and I am here in Midtown Comics Times Square for New Comic Book Day. Of course, I am Henry, and we are here to walk and talk about all the brand new releases. But before we get started on that, got to talk to you guys about some really cool events we got coming up. Of course, tomorrow we have a signing with Matthew Rosenberg for Punisher #1. It's going to be fantastic in Midtown Comics Downtown at 7 o'clock. And then next Friday, we have Benjamin Percy joining us for Nightwing Annual #1. It's going to be a blast. But also, coming up in September is Keystone Comic-Con. It is a great new convention in the Philadelphia area. So if you guys are out in Philly or you don't mind taking a quick little drive on out. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we have tickets that we are selling here in store. But now we are at the wall. We are going to talk about some really cool new releases, and we're going to get started with some staff recommendations. So first off, we've got Fonz going with the brand new issue, the new #1 of Punisher. What a great idea, Fonz. Punisher #1. If you've never read Punisher before, you probably know what he does. You probably know he's not a friendly guy, but you're going to like his book because it's fantastic. Then we have Miguel recommending the brand new issue of X-Men Red. I love this Jenny Friesen cover, showing off Storm's brand new look. Then we've got Mystery Staffer going with Big Trouble in Little China. Old Man Jack. I get the feeling this is a Vic pick. Then we have Sarah going with West Coast Avengers #1 from Kelly Thompson. You know it's going to be a lot of fun because she's just fantastic. Then we have Izzy going with a brand new issue of Flash, where we see the Flash is in peril because, life happens. Now, we are going to bring it down, and we're going to talk about those new releases, and we're going to get started with the brand new issue of Beasts of Burden. It is a brand new book from Evan Dorkin, so if you guys want to check out a cool new read, it's great. And also, I love the play on words and the cover, and it's got all the cute dogs. You know something terrible is going to happen, but it's going to be fun. Then we have the brand new issue of Bedtime Games, as well as Black Hammer Age of Doom issue #4 with a couple different covers. Got to show off Jeff Lemire, Dean Ormstorm, and Dave Stewart, always doing a great job on this title. Then we've got the brand new Buffy the Vampire Slayer, The Reckoning, and it's actually in 2 spots because there are... Wait, this is supposed to be more dramatic than that. Ha-ha! Because there are 2 covers, so if you guys are Buffy fans, this is the book for you guys to check out. Now, we do hit DC, and DC's got a lot going on this week. And first that they have is Batman Beyond issue #23, and we see that there is a new Master of Fear in the future, and his name is Scarecrow, and he's targeting Batman, and it's going to be crazy, and Robin's caught in the crosshairs. You know that nobody's going to be happy because it's Scarecrow, and he's like the opposite of happy. But the book is going to make you happy so you can compensate for their lack of happy. Then we have the brand new issue of Detective Comics, issue 987. What are the Brainiac Finals? That is the question on the mind of everybody because Batman, Black Lightning, and Katana are teaming up for a crazy cool adventure. Of course, we've got the lovely Mark Brooks variant cover, the main cover as well by Eddie Barrows. Gotta love it. Love everything about this book. Detective has been flawless. Then, if you want to check out something cool, creepy, and old school, you guys got to check out Batman Kings of Fear. It is a 6-issue miniseries, and it is from classic, wonderful Batman creators. Kelly Jones, of course, doing all the art here. We got this lovely variant cover by Bill Sienkiewicz, and if you guys want to just see some old school, cool Batman stuff, you guys got to check it out. Then we have the Damage Annual Countdown to Extinction. It's from the New Age of Heroes, and it's spotlighting how Damage became so damaged, as it were. And it's a great read. If you guys have been reading the Damage book, of course, it's been really cool. I've really liked it, and I'm excited to see these secrets revealed. Then we have the brand new issue of Flash, and we have a couple different covers here. First off, we have the John Boyes Myers cover where, Barry's got to get that quick, burger fix, of course. But we also have the main cover where we see, in the grips of the Strength Force, the Trickster has been hitting the gym. And that's not good for the Flash. And I'll tell you that things are going to get absolutely out of hand for the Flash in this issue as he teams up with Commander Cold. I love it. This issue made me super happy. It's got so much great stuff, and Christian Duce's art is phenomenal. Then we have the brand new issue of Justice League Dark, and you want to talk about phenomenal art, you got to talk about the Greg Capullo cover here because it is absolutely stunning. I love the way that he draws Swamp Thing and all the tendrils. It's so cool. The book has been great. James Tynion IV, of course, doing a great job with the story. You know it's going to be great if he's writing. And Alvaro Martinez Bueno is doing a great job with the art as well. Super cool stuff. Then we move on. We've got the conclusion of Mother Panic Gotham AD. Very cool book from Jody Houser. If you guys wanted to check it out, now it's done. You can read through the entirety of it, and it is a great read indeed. Then we have the brand new issue of The Silencer, and I now have Papa Roach playing in my head because it says Her Last Resort. This series has been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. It's been one of my favorite books out of the New Age of Heroes, and it's just one of my favorite books going right now. You guys should be checking it out. Then we have the Suicide Squad annual, and we've got guest writer Cullen Bunn as we see a side squad that probably isn't going to be too happy because they're getting devoured by Swamp Thing, and I got to tell you, he's going to have some horrible indigestion because they're not going to play nicely when they get swallowed inside of his stomach and all that. Does he have a stomach? He's a tree. I don't know. He's kind of all mulchy, right? Then we have the brand new issue of Action Comics, issue number 1002. That is a big number. And this is a wonderful issue. If you guys have been checking out, Brian Michael Bendis has done a great job on Superman these last couple months. And, of course, Patrick Gleason is just an amazing artist for Superman. He's done a great job over the last couple years now on Action Comics. Wonderful stories. The David Mack cover, the Francis Manimal cover. I just love all the covers, and I am excited to see the adventures within. Then we have the brand new issue of Raven, Daughter of Darkness, and we have Night Force Rising. But more important than any of that, the most important thing that makes me smile, it's got Kid Devil. I love Kid Devil. I absolutely love Kid Devil. He's one of those characters I irrationally love, thanks to Jeff Johns' Teen Titans run. So I'm very happy to see him popping back up in this wonderful book from original creator Marv Wolfman. Then we have the brand new issue of Teen Titans. We got a couple different covers here showcasing off the team. Of course, we got the lovely Alex Garner cover. And this story itself is wonderful, but not for Gizmo, because Gizmo is finding himself in a bit of a crosshairs because he's got the Teen Titans barreling through his toy store to take him down. That's right. It is as fun as it could be. It is a toy store that is secretly a weapons arms house, like a warehouse. You know, it's great. It's fun. It's silly. It's kitschy. It's great. How many times can I say great in one sentence, right? Then we have the brand new issue of Terrifics, and it is not just great, it is terrific because we've got the return of Tom Strong. Tom Strong has not been seen in years, but where has he been hiding? We got to read the new issue of the Terrifics in order to find out. This book has been super cool, and we've got Dale Eaglesham teaming up with Jeff Lemire, so you know you're just going to be happy because it's going to be pretty, it's going to have nice words, and it's got an old school flavor. Then we have the brand new issue of Wonder Woman. We've got the Jenny Friesen cover, which shows Diana really, you know, taking a load off, relaxing, having a little drink, and having a lovely, I love her sun hat. I wish I had a sun hat like that. I can't pull that off. But this book has been fantastic. I have loved what Steve Orlando has done over these last couple issues, and ACO's art is phenomenal for this story where we bring back Aztec and a lot of cool lore to the Wonder Woman world. Now, as we continue, we start hitting some very cool indie books. First off, we've got Mega Man Master Mix, issue number 3. We've got a wonderful incentive cover here showing off some of the alternate attire of Mega Man. Of course, we've got the main cover as well, and if you guys have not been checking this out and you are a Mega Man fan, you are missing out. Then we have the new issue of Britannia, The Lost Eagles of Rome from Valiant, as well as the new issue of Quantum and Woody, and we got an incentive cover here. We've got a wonderful video game homage. Of course, this is a Mike Tyson Punch-Out reference, which I appreciate. But we've got a super shiny cover, and I like shiny things, because I'm like a fish. You know, fish really like shiny things. I'm a fish. And I am really enjoying this book. I think it has been absolutely great. Elliot Rahal has done a wonderful job, and Joe Eisner's art is top-notch. Then we have the brand new issue of Shadow Man, and we've got this super cool David Mack cover. Really like what he's done with the work here, and I've really enjoyed Shadow Man over these last few months. It is one of my favorite books coming out. Andy Diggle has a great handle on the character, and of course, Renato Guedes is doing the art on the interiors, and he's awesome. I like anything he draws, so I'm really excited for more of this book. Then we have the Real Science Adventures from the World of Atomic Robo, the second issue of that book, as well as the 4th issue of Bebop and Rocksteady, Hit the Road, which has one of my favorite titles in comics right now. 5-issue mini, you guys want to check it out. 5 issues, 5 weeks. 4 of them have come out. Come back next week and finish up the story. Then we have the brand new issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Heroes in a Half Shell are back for another adventure, and it is very cool. I like this David O'Sullivan cover, and I just like this series overall. There should be, Kevin Eastman cover as well, so super cool stuff. Then we have the brand new issue of Aphrodite V, issue number 2 of the new series, and I really liked issue number 1. Very cool mecha story going on here. I'm excited to see where it goes from here. And then we've got Cold Spots, which is a brand new series from Image, from Cullen Bunn and Mark Torres. But before we get started on all this, we're going to talk about all the collected editions coming to you guys this week. So we're going to bump on up, and we're going to get started with one that I know fans are super excited for. It's Legend of Korra Turf Wars Part 3. That's right, the original graphic novel series continues. Everybody loves these books, and I think it's a very cool opportunity to check out some great stories. Then we have Batman and the Signal collected in its entirety, and what I love about this, sure, you got the wonderful art of Cully Hamner, who you see on the cover. You've got the wonderful words of Scott Snyder, but you also get all of the backup stories from All-Star Batman that tied in with the greater narrative, so you get everything you want from Duke Thomas, and it's great. Then we have Tales of the Batman from Jerry Conway, Volume 2, and a book that just makes me so happy. Flash Rogues, Captain Cold. It is an anthology trade paperback that's got a little bit of everything. So it's got all the Captain Cold that you need. You need this in your life. Pick up this book because it's Captain Cold and it's great. And it's got a wonderful Brian Boland cover. I love that image. That's my favorite Captain Cold cover. Then we have the Legion of Superheroes in the Silver Age. You see, you put too many S's and I get all. And this is really cool. It's got a wonderful Doc Chenier cover. And, of course, these Silver Age collections have been really well done by DC. I really appreciate that they are doing a dedicated collection series for this beloved time period. And I think it's just a great opportunity if you want to check out some stuff with the Legion of Superheroes, because there's some rumblings in current DC that are planting seeds for their future. Then you want to talk about the future? Well, you got to talk about Volume 5 of Action Comics Booster Shot, because it's got everybody's favorite future hero, Booster Gold, teaming up with the Man of Steel himself, Superman. This is a really fun adventure. You guys didn't check it out. You definitely should, because it was one of my favorite things. And it all builds up to issue 1000. In fact, nope, this is all the build up to 1000. So it's up until issue 999. Then we have the Beatles Yellow Submarine hardcover collection from Titan Comics, as well as the latest volume of Deadly Class, Volume 7. If you guys haven't been checking out Deadly Class, you're going to want to read the books before the TV show starts. Then we have Death of Love, the paperback collection, as well as Lil Donnie Executive Privilege, if you want some satire in your life. We've also got Postal Volume 7, as well as Sex Criminals with my favorite title of the week, Five Finger Discount. That's hilarious. Then we have Stairway Volume 1, and we've got a bunch of cool things from Marvel. Starting us off, we've got Avengers Back to Basics for the first time in print, as well as Cloak and Dagger, Predator, and Prey. Now, this is a cool one. We've got Destroyer, the trade paperback from Robert Kirkman, and Corey Walker. So these are the guys that made Invincible, but this is what they did before that, so that's super cool. Then we've got Hulk by Mark Waid and Jerry Dugan, the entire series in one spot, and this is Hulk, not to be confused with Incredible or Indestructible. This is Hulk. Very important there. We've also got Lockjaw, Who's a Good Boy, being collected in one volume, and I love that you can just go, Who's a Good Boy? And that's the name of the book. And he is a good boy. He's a very good boy. He's the best boy. Gotta love Lockjaw. Then we have Venom, Along Came a Spider, some classic tales featuring Ben Reilly right there on the cover. We've also got Venom Dark Origin, which is very cool, the Zeb Wells run being collected. And then we've got Warlock, Second Coming from Greg Pak and Charlie Adler. And if the name sounds familiar, that's because that's Charlie Adler, the guy who does Walking Dead. Well, check it out. He does do other things. This is what he did before Walking Dead. So you guys got to check it out, because God knows he's going to be on Walking Dead until he is the Walking Dead. Now, we are going to bring it back down to more of the new releases, and we've got the Curse Words Summer Special, the swimsuit special, as it were. We've got a wonderful Joe Quinones cover here. We've also got the main cover by Ryan Brown. Very fun stuff if you're a Curse Words fan. We've also got Days of Hate, issue number 7, as well as Die, 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 issue number 2. And that is my favorite book to say, Die, Die, Die. And it's got all of these great quips on all the different covers. You want to just talk it out over your dead body. Is this the face of a man who goes down without a fight? He's got a bloody nose I've ever seen. You guys should be checking it out. It's a really fun series. I really like it. Chris Burnham's art is top-notch, and it's Robert Kirkman. You know he's going to have fun with it. We've also got the brand new issue of Gasolina, as well as the brand new issue of Hack/Slash Resurrection with Vampirella. And then we've got, for more just mayhem, Hit Girl issue number 7. We got a wonderful Scotty Young cover there, and I'll show you guys off the regular full-color edition as well, where you can see all that blood splatter. Then we have the brand new issue of Redneck, as well as the final issue of Royal City, the conclusion to the tale. Then we have the reprinted edition of Saga, issue number 54, the second printing. Then we have Shanghai Red, issue number 3. I have really enjoyed this series. Chris Bulba, Joshua, and Hickson have done a great job so far. Show off a couple different covers here. It's a fun pirate adventure, and by fun, I mean lots of bad people have bad things happen to them. So it's nice. It's kind of a revenge thriller. We've also got the brand new issue of Witchblade, and then we hit Marvel, and Marvel's got a lot of cool stuff. And first off, we've got Wakanda Forever Avengers. Now, this is the conclusion to the Wakanda Forever trilogy of titles. So if you guys want to check it out and you want to see the Dora Milaje just run, you know, rampant all over the Marvel Universe, this is the book for you to check out. We also have the brand new issue of Avengers, and we got this wonderful Return of the Fantastic Four variant cover by John Cassidy, and I love it because it's got She-Hulk on it, and She-Hulk is awesome. Also, She-Hulk is in regular Avengers, so you see, that's how it works. That's how it makes sense. See, it makes sense to me, and this book has been absolutely crazy. It's been super fun. Now, another team of Avengers has assembled this week. It is the return of the West Coast Avengers. Now, this makes me really happy because this is like a dream team creatively for me because it's Kelly Thompson and Stefano Caselli, and it's also picking up some of the threads from Kelly Thompson's Eisner-nominated run on Hawkeye. So if you guys didn't check out that series, maybe you wanted to see a little more in the book, well, you've got Hawkeye, you've got Gwenpool, you've got Quentin Quire, you've got America. It is awesome. You guys got to check it out. We also have the brand new issue of Black Panther, which has one of the coolest covers of the week. Very cool stuff. We've also got the beginning of the Carol Danvers variants, 50 years of Carol Danvers. Very cool stuff, of course, in her binary phase. Then we also have, appropriately, the brand new issue of The Life of Captain Marvel. This is issue number 2 of a very cool, hard-hitting, character-centric story featuring, of course, the titular character, Captain Marvel. And I love this Julian Totino Tedesco cover. Super love it. Then we have the brand new issue of Daredevil. And guys, I hate to break it to you, but that's not Matt Murdock on the cover. That is Mike Murdock. Well, who's Mike Murdock, you ask? Well, what if Matt Murdock was just kind of more of a jerk? Then you got Mike. And it's great, it's very cool, and it's very interesting for longtime Daredevil fans to see how this folds into the current events. Then we have a reprinted edition of the Immortal Hulk, as well as a new edition of Infinity Wars issue number 2, and trifecta of new editions, Tony Stark Iron Man number 2. Then we have the real world meeting the comic book world in Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, issue number 34. Very fun book for the whole family. And a book that is not fun for the whole family, I tell you, Punisher number 1. And how do you know it's not fun for the whole family? Well, it's the Punisher. I mean, come on. He's never been happy once because his family was taken away for him, so he's not going to make other people happy, although the Fantastic Four's family looks really nice here. I think that's like rubbing salt in the wound for Frank. They were like, hey, what would make Punisher absolutely miserable? What if we put all these happy children on the cover of his book? And also, in case you guys are wondering, blank covers have this little slip on it, so now they're extra blank. Very cool stuff. Very nice. Matthew Rosenberg is going to be joining us from Midtown Comics downtown tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. You guys have to be there because it is the hottest ticket in town. Now we also have the brand new issue of The Sentry, issue number 3. I have greatly enjoyed this series. Jeff Lemire and Kim Jacinto have done a great job. We've got a wonderful variant cover by Phil Noto as well. Then we have the brand new issue of Amazing Spider-Man, and, well, I guess the cat is out of the bag. We've got a little bit of Peter. We got a little bit of Mary Jane. We got a little bit of splatter all over the place. I don't know what's going on. And it is a very fun reprint for issue number 1. And then the brand new issue with number 4. You guys got to check this out. We got the Chris Sprouse variant cover, and we've also got what seems to be, could it be, Peter Parker clutching onto Spider-Man how could that possibly happen? Well, if you guys read the book, you know what's going on. You know it's crazy. And you know that we've got the Tri-Sentinel appearing in the book, and that makes me happy because that's just some old school Marvel mayhem. Then we've got the brand new issue of Darth Vader from Charles Soule and Giuseppe Camicoli, issue number 20. And then we've got the brand new issue of Dr. Aphra as well, issue number 23. And it's got the Galactic Icons variant of Yoda. Yoda's the man. That is an awesome cover. Super cool stuff. You guys should pick up that cover because that cover is super cool. Then another cool variant cover that we have this week is we have Venom with the Return of the Fantastic Four. And, of course, we got the regular cover as well. Venom is looking a little crazy. He's gotten a little big for his britches, and things are getting wild in the book. Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman having a lot of fun with it, exploring the depths of the symbiote and the history behind it. You guys got to check it out. It is really cool. Then we have the brand new issue, the final issue of The Hunt for Wolverine Mystery and Madripoor. And we got a couple different covers here. Things have been crazy for the X-Men out in Madripoor. And if you guys are paying attention, things are going to get real crazy for Psylocke as her variant cover shows you guys. This book has been really cool, really fun, and I've really enjoyed it. And it is the last final issue of any of the Hunt for Wolverine books. So this is it, the conclusion until next week when there's the one-shot. Then we have the brand new issue of Old Man Hawkeye. And what's better than one Old Man Hawkeye when you can have Old Woman Hawkeye running beside him? So it is the team-up that you guys never knew you needed. It's just two old people that are really cranky because they're old, but they still have to keep using a bow and arrow. Life happens, you know? Then we have another old man, but this one's Logan. It is issue number 46 of his title. Ed Brisson's been having a lot of fun with it, and I've been having a lot of fun as well. Very happy to see Andrea Sorrentino jumping back on covers. Then we have Mr. and Mrs. X issue number 2 from Kelly Thompson. You guys got to be checking this out because otherwise Deadpool is going to break up all the fun of Rogue and Gambit, and you know that's just like Deadpool. You know what a pain. We have the brand new issue of X-Men Gold, issue number 34, and we see this lovely family portrait of Storm with her parents, but they're not looking too hot. But I'll tell you that this is really cool if you are a long-term X-Men fan. This is really bringing in some classic lore to the characters, some cool history for Storm. It is a great spotlight for the character. Now, you want to talk about spotlighting the character, of course, we got to talk about the brand new issue of X-Men Red because it's got Storm right on the cover. Of course, we got the Return of the Fantastic Four variant cover, which I really like from Dave Marquez, showcasing the Fantastic Four in their red outfit from a few years ago. But we've also got Storm in her brand new outfit on this Jenny Friesen cover. Tom Taylor's been having a lot of fun with the X-Men. You guys got to check it out. It is awesome. And then we have the headshot variant as well, which shows Honey Badger. And who doesn't love Honey Badger? You have to be crazy not to like Honey Badger. And so that's going to do it for new releases. Crazy, overwhelming amount. Even. So now we're going to take the time to pull a few off the wall, to isolate some books that we really want to talk to you guys about. So we're going to get started right off the bat with Batman Kings of Fear issue number 1. So it's cool, it's Batman, it's Scarecrow. That's all I need to say. We've also got this wonderful cover that I really like from Bill Sinkwich. You can see that we've got the main one as well that showcases the art of Kelly Jones. And let's just showcase some of that interior art because I'm sorry, I only had to go one page. When you open up a book and it is just an extreme close-up of an eyeball, you know that you are going to get something crazy and gripping. And it definitely speaks to the theme of fear that the book is, you know, perpetuating. Then we have the brand new issue of Silencer. I've greatly enjoyed Silencer this far. I think that Honor Guest is a wonderful character, and I'm really excited to see her take it to Talia al Ghul. Of course, that's been the main theme of the story these last couple issues. Victor Bogdanovich does a great job on the art here, and I'm just really excited to continue reading one of my favorite books from the New Age of Heroes. Then we have the brand new issue of Action Comics, and it's got Patrick Gleason, it's got Superman, and it's got Brian Michael Bendis. What other things could you possibly need in the book? The fires in Metropolis have gotten crazy out of hand, but if you saw last issue, you know that there may be a root to all of these issues that the city is having. So you guys need to check it out to find out what happens next and why Metropolis is going down in flames. Then we have the brand new issue of the Terrifics. I have greatly enjoyed the Terrifics so far. I think that they've done some really cool things with the art in the series in particular. A lot of great artists working on it. And, of course, now we have Dale Eaglesham doing some cool stuff with it. And we get to see the return of Tom Strong, which is very exciting if you are a classic Alan Moore fan, because, of course, he's an Alan Moore creation. So now he's being brought in through the new age of heroes, and I'm curious to see what brings him back into the fold. Then we have the brand new issue of Wonder Woman. I have really enjoyed this new story. Steve Orlando has done a great job these last couple issues creating an immersive world that Wonder Woman can inhabit, but not just Themyscira, not just, the U.S. She's going around the world. She is in Mexico, and she is dealing with Aztec, which I think is really great, bringing in some classic characters. And let's see, once again, if I could just show off a cool page. Let's just show off this beautiful layout, this double page. Awesome. Super cool. Really excited for more of this. Then we have the brand new issue of Aphrodite V, really cool sci-fi series. If you guys want to check out something that's got a bit of a hard edge to it, I do recommend you guys check it out. It's really great, really interesting. We've got some really smart people, and we've got some really bad people, and there's going to be a lot of crazy stuff happening to them. Then you want to talk about bad things happening to bad people. Well, guys, you got to read Die, 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 because I think that's pretty much the theme of the book, is just bad things happening to bad people all the time. But bad things happen to good people, too. Just bad things happen. There is lots of crazy stuff. I mean, when the cover of the book is a dude who had his nose cut off, you think that's probably going to be a good barometer for the book, and then it gets crazier. So you guys should be checking this out. Robert Kirkman and Chris Burnham surprised the world by literally just dropping this book on our doorstep one day. So you guys need to check it out because this is very exciting. Then we have the brand new issue of Hit Girl, and I guess the theme between all these books seems to be just absolute carnage, because this is really cool adventure for Hit Girl as she goes to Canada to just make all that white snow run red. It's really cool. Eduardo Rios has done a great job on the art, and I've really enjoyed it. So if you guys want to check out something cool and different, this is a great place to look. Then if you want something fun, Quantum and Woody. It's Quantum and Woody. They're like the world's worst dynamic duo, and that's wildly entertaining. I've really enjoyed the story, and we've, of course, seen reality reshape around them of late. So it's a brand new status quo. They're trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure it out. The only way to figure it out is to read the book. Also, pretty shiny things. I like pretty shiny things. Then we have the brand new issue of Shanghai Red. Shanghai Red is a really cool thriller series about Red, who is trying to get revenge on those who caused her suffering and her family. It's a really cool pirate storyline, and last issue got a lot of comeuppance. She took down a couple people that really, really messed up her life, and now we get to see her take down more people that messed up her life and realize that pretty much everybody ever is terrible, and they're all going to die horribly. Joshua Hickson does a great job on the art. He really is doing some cool stuff here. You guys should be checking this out. Then we've got a more light-hearted fare with West Coast Avengers #1. Kelly Thompson has been doing a great job throughout the Marvel Universe, but one of my favorite books personally from her was her Hawkeye series. I loved everything she did. Her and Leonardo Romero had a great run, and I'm very excited to see her continuing with the character of Kate Bishop in West Coast Avengers. And it's really cool. Stefano Caselli does a great job with his art. He really has a great understanding for making these characters very fun and expressive. I've loved his art for years, going back to like Avengers The Initiative, which, God, that was like 10 years ago now. Kind of crazy. Super fun, exciting stuff here, though, and it's very approachable. You don't have to have read Hawkeye. It's just obviously going to make things better for you. And it's got Kate. It's got the, Clint Barton Hawkeye as well. It's got Gwenpool. It's kind of like the wayward home for all these characters that, like, kind of have really unfortunate things happen to them because they're kind of, not necessarily reliable. So it's really cool to see a bunch of ragtag people put together, and they truly are ragtag, so I'm really excited. Then we have the life of Captain Marvel, and I love Captain Marvel, and what makes me really happy is that she's really sad in this book, because that means that it's a good, compelling story. It's character-driven. It's got a lot of great focus. It's got some cool stuff going on. If you guys have been a fan of Captain Marvel, or if you're just looking to check out the character for the first time, this is a really great thing for you to read. And, of course, like I said before, the Julian Totino Tedesco cover. This is one of my favorite covers I've seen, like, all month, probably all year. Just really, really love it. Then we've got the brand new issue of Daredevil, and Charles Soule made a bold choice bringing in Mike Murdock last issue, and now it is Daredevil facing off with Mike. And where do they go from here? Well, I'm not going to tell you. That ruins all the fun. But I'll tell you that Phil Noto's doing a great job on the series. I'm really excited to see him on it, and I'm really excited to see where things go from here. Then we've got the Punisher, who is probably the unluckiest person in the history of literally ever, because the Punisher has not smiled in 40 years, fun fact. And I am very excited to watch him continue to not smile, because Matt Rosenberg, who has been handling the character while he was wearing the War Machine armor, has now brought him back to basics, and you know that things are going to get crazy because here's the thing. If you have the War Machine armor, right, and it gives you, like, all these crazy capabilities, and you're like, oh, man, look at all the stuff I can do, you're not going to just want to stop doing that stuff just because you don't have the armor. So Matt has created this story here where Frank's eyes have gotten really wide, and he's really excited to take down some crazy threats. And first on his list are Baron Zemo and the Mandarin. Guys, it's going to get crazy. Check it out. Come by our signing tomorrow. Meet Matt Rosenberg. It's going to be a lot of fun, and he'll answer, like, tons of silly questions about all the stuff going on here. Then we've got the brand new issue and the conclusion to Mystery and Mad Report. Jim Zub is doing something very bold here, and I don't want to ruin it for you guys because it is really cool, but you guys should definitely be checking it out because The Hunt for Wolverine has been really cool. I've really enjoyed a lot of these side stories, and I'm really excited to see where things go from here because this is directly leading into Dead Ends, which is the one-shot that comes out next week. And then we've got The Return of Wolverine, and if you guys haven't seen it already, we have a wonderful Return of Wolverine cover by Joe Jusko. You guys should check it out. I'm just excited to be excited about Wolverine, and I'm excited for more of this. I hope we get more of this, even though it's the end of it. Then a couple collections that made me super happy this week. First off, this was made for me. I'm sorry. I'm going to be completely selfish here, and I'm going to say there's a Captain Cold trade this week. I love Captain Cold. I'm so happy, and this is a great way to get people interested in the character. If you guys have only read a little bit of Flash here and a little bit of Flash there, this is a great opportunity to find out the history behind one of his greatest villains. It is super cool. It's got some classic tales from Carmine Infantino. It's got some cool stuff from Scott Collins. It's got Joshua Williams' current stuff. So it's got all the stuff across the spectrum. I've really enjoyed the way they put this book together, and I'm just super happy. Also, it's Captain Cold. Then we have the brand new volume of Deadly Class. Like I said before, you guys got to read Deadly Class because this book is awesome. Rick Remender and Wes Craig do a really great job on the title, and it is now going to be a TV show. So if you guys want to be cool, if you want to know what's going to happen before the TV show happens, this is the book to read. And I got to tell you, they're on Volume 7. Things have gotten really crazy in this book, and you guys, if you aren't caught up, need to catch up quick, which is what I'm going to do now that Volume 7 is out. Then we also have Hulk, the complete collection, and what is making this so complete is that it literally has the entire run from 2014 and 2015. It's got issues 1 through 16, Annual Number 1, and Original Sin 3.1 through 3.4, which was a weird way of doing like a miniseries for the Hulk. But this is really great. Right there on the back, who shot Bruce Banner? Things have changed in the life of the Hulk. He is now Doc Green, and he is hunting down the other hulked out heroes of the Marvel Universe. So if you want to see really big green muscly people fight other really big green muscly people, and maybe there will be a really big blue muscly person, and maybe there's another really big, well, there's actually a couple really big red muscling people. But it's great, it's fun, it's really cool, and this is one of the books that helped Jerry Dugan really build up his name because he's done a lot more work for Marvel since then, and this is one of those books that really helped establish his foothold, and he's working with Mark Waid. So you guys got to check it out. And that's it. It is an incredible week in comics. There's tons of stuff on that wall that makes me smile. I like smiling. You guys should come by Midtown Comics so you can smile, see all the books, and smiles on all the faces will make the world a better place. See you soon. Like this video? Cool. Awesome. Thanks. Very happy to hear it. So please tell us. Press the like button. Press the share button. Comment in the comment section. Tell me what books you guys are really liking about this week. There's lots of books on that shelf, so there's lots of stuff for you guys to enjoy. And if you tell me about it, then I'll check it out, and then I can enjoy it, and then everybody's happy. So please let us know, and find us on Facebook, find us on Instagram, find us on Twitter, and hopefully we will see you guys here soon in New York City.